Alright, this is a video on how to change your heater control valve on a 2007 Honda Accord 4-cylinder. Let's go. Alright, so the tools you're going to need for this job are going to be a 10mm socket with an extension, a ratchet, a flathead screwdriver, some needle nose pliers, some curved needle nose pliers, and then 2 hose clamps, and then your heater control valve, and then the last thing you'll need is some blue coolant for your Honda, because a little bit leaks out, so you're gonna need it to top it off. Let's get started. First thing you want to do is open your hood. Alright, so once you open your hood, your heater control valve is gonna be located right there. That right there is your heater control valve. In order to take it off, you need a 10mm, which you have to, with an extension, take off that 10mm right there. Alright, so before we get to ratcheting, you're going to want to use these 2 hose clamps to clamp either side of the heater control valve, so no coolant, or not all your coolant, spills out on the floor when you disconnect those 2 hoses on the left and the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Alright, so after you clamp off the passenger side of the heater control valve and the driver's side of the heater control valve, both hoses, you can start working on it. The first thing you're going to want to do is pop off this little holder, the hose out of the holder. You just move it like that. You can move it out of the way. And then now you got access to that once you pop it off. Next, we're going to want to pop off this hose clamp on this side, which is the passenger side, and then you have another hose clamp under this little bracket thing back here on the driver's side. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Alright, so grab your needle nose. Let's see if I can get a good angle of me doing this. I'm just gonna go like that, right around, and then you just squeeze it. Alright, we got one off. So now we gotta go to the other side. See it right there? Right there, and get that one. So what we're gonna do before we get to it is disconnect this right here. All you gotta do is just lift up. Mine's broken, but you just lift up and then this wire comes loose. And then you can even pull it forward off of this little hook right here just to get it out of the way, which I'm gonna go ahead and do. Push it back here so I don't damage it. So now I'm gonna try and get access to this little thing, maybe from this side, to the little clamp. I'm gonna stick my hand through here, right here, come all the way over, and then now see the clamp right there. I'm gonna try and get it, but I'm gonna try and go behind this hose right here. Might be a little bit easier. Alright, so now you can see that clamp much clearer, which is right here. So let's see if I can get it.
It'll take some angling, but you should be able to get it like this. Alright, so I pulled it up to the front a little bit more, so I should be able to grab it from like about right here. See if I can get it from over here. You know what, I might be able to wiggle it off.
Get in there. So yeah, some's gonna leak out, but as long as you got your hose clamps, not too much should leak out. But also I'm gonna bend this backwards like this just to keep the spout up, just in case it is leaking more than I expected. So that's one side. We're gonna go ahead and try and wiggle this side out, and
If I can wiggle this side.
it's gonna be hard to wiggle because it's so little. Let me get a flathead, see if I can pry it without destroying that piece of rubber. If I think I can't, then I'll probably just pop off the whole bracket with that 10 millimeter right there. It's the only 10 millimeter holding it on. So let's try the actual flathead. All right, so got the flathead. Just be very gentle when you're doing this, because if you damage this rubber hose, then you really got a bigger issue than from what you started.
Shouldn't take much. Then you gotta go and get another hose and all kind of crap. You don't want to do that. So just try little by little. That's it. Just try little by little. See if I can get it off now. Yep. Should be able to twist it. See? It's coming off. Just gonna.
It's just a little more difficult than the other one because where it's at and how short it is.
These right here don't help. This little clamp doesn't do any justice being right there.
There goes my screwdriver. Not screwdriver, but my flathead. All right, so I decided I'm gonna just pop off the 10 millimeter, which is right there, if you could see it. See if I can get a focus right there. It's just one.
Doesn't take much. So once you break it loose, you should just be able to do it by hand. Make sure you don't lose the screw when you're taking it out. Just like that, and then put it to the side.
Alright, so now we're broke free, and all you have to do is just come straight up, just like that. Straight off, I should say, and then just twist it. It should come off of this. I'm trying to do this one-handed, bear with me. Alright, so I got it off. See right there? So this is your heater control valve right here. So it goes mounted like that. This is the driver's side, this is the passenger side, and then this little hand, when you change the temperature to cold, it'll drop down or hot, and it'll go up for hot or cold, depending on what it is. So if you want to go hot, you go down. If it's cold, it goes back up. And this little hand, I guess, gets stuck and wears out over time. So that's why I'm changing mine. I got mine from the junkyard. So let's go ahead and change it. So I think I'm gonna put the passenger side hose in before I install this back up, and then I'll just put this side after. Simply because I think this side would be a little bit tougher for me with one hand to be able to put on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, so I put this side in. You can see it's still hanging. See? So I just slipped that side on, and we're gonna see if I can do this one-handed again. I'm not a pro, guys. Not yet, at least.
Almost got it. It's leaking a little coolant, but it's not enough to make a difference for me. I'm just gonna top it off. Hope you guys top yours off too. Mama's there, Mama's there! Come on, baby. Come on, work with me, work with me. Mama's there. Look how close that is.
I'm leaking a little bit of coolant. Want to see how I fix that? Fix that just by pushing this side up, and then now it's no more coolant. See that? But in the meantime, just gonna let it drip out. It's drizzling out, man. Won't make a difference for me.
Alright, so I'm almost there.
All right, I got it. One hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you where this goes. Hold on. So it goes right there. That little screw goes just like that, and it just pops in just like that. See? So it just goes right on there. And then your 10 millimeter goes in that hole. So let me grab mine. All right, so I got my 10 millimeter. Let's see if I can get it in there with one hand. Trying to get a better view for you guys, but it's really tight in here.
Guess that's a little bit better. Alright, so I guess that's a little bit of better view for you.
So I'll put mine on. So there's this little bracket, not a bracket, but like a little bolt that your little bracket's gonna have to go on, which is right there, that little bolt. There's a little hole, you can't miss it, and then you can put your 10 millimeter on, which is towards the right. The driver's side is the 10 millimeter, and towards the left is that little bolt bracket pin thingy you gotta put the whole bracket on. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my extension, tighten this bad boy up. All right, so I got my ratchet. Now we're gonna tighten up that 10 millimeter. Trying to get that glare out with my head. That's what's keeping the glare out, is my fat head. I'm pretty sure you guys got fat heads too. But they said the fatter the head, the bigger the brain. So I guess I got a big brain. All right, we're gonna do that hand tight because it doesn't have to be retarded tight. So now we're gonna go ahead and put this other hose on. All right, so here's our hose that we keep up so it's not dripping. And then it's gonna go right there. So let's see if I can do this all with one hand. Oh, just like so. Sorry. All right, boom. So it just slides on. Now we're gonna slide our clamp on, pop this open so our little cable can go in there, and then we can snap it tight. All right, let's go ahead and see if I can do this again one-handed.
If I can't, don't judge me. If I can, feel free to judge. Come on. Give me a good
Actually, you know what? This little clamp is in my way, so I actually don't need it no more. Pop that off. All right, so I'm getting the curved needle nose now, see if I can get a better handle on this with these bad boys, which I think I can because these things are amazing for me.
I gotta somehow lift that up. Let me see. Get out of the road.
Got it. All right, got it, guys. Woo! That was a little tough. So, it's all right. Where's our cable? Here's our cable. We just moved it out of the way, so now cable goes just like that. So it goes under this, just like that, and then it goes on this little bar thingy. So we'll just slide it onto there. Boom, and then this you just clip shut so it keeps the cable from backing off while the engine's on and stuff. So boom, that's snapped in. Good to go. Our cable's on. And now we can take this hose clamp off. All right, so you got your passenger side hose on, your driver's side hose on, your cable back on the little bracket right there. Push back, the little clip is snapped back down. Last thing you gotta do is grab your little hose thingy. I don't even know what this is called, but and then you just clip it together just like that. And these keep those out of the way of things. All right, so one last thing, don't forget to top off your coolant. You need this blue one. I just topped mine off. As you can see, I'm in max. Don't forget to top it off. And that's how you change the heater control valve on a 2007 Honda Accord. Thanks for watching, guys.